Joining us here on News Channel 5's Midday Now, we're back with BJ Gallant, who is here to talk about PTSD Awareness Month, which is actually this month.
It is in June. It was recognized in 2014. And teal is the color for the month.
Okay.
It's what recognizes, you know, we have the different colors for different things. We talked about that last month. But post-traumatic stress disorder is huge.
Yes.
And a lot of times we think it just affects those that's in the armed services, either in the past or currently. But it does not. It can affect children and adults, senior adults, anyone who has gone through some type of trauma, Joanna.
Yeah, kind of a common misconception.
Yes, it is a lot of misconception concerning it, because we used to just associate it with those who have served in our armed forces, but it is not. If there has been any kind of trauma in someone's life, whether they're a child, perhaps they saw a crime, perhaps they were in a bad car wreck, any type of trauma, domestic abuse upon their parent or something can actually cause PTSD. So we're stressing that today. Accidents, disasters, any kind of abuse, all relates back to PTSD, but it's treatable. That's the good news of the day.
Absolutely. So let's talk about some of the symptoms that we have on there.
Flashbacks.
Okay.
That's a huge trigger. A person is asleep, they have that flashback in a dream. A flashback, maybe it was a car accident, so they're seeing a particular car that reminds them of the wreck. A flashback. Very, very simple things. It doesn't have to be complicated, but any type of flashback, that an emotion that might, or a scream of someone heard. Any of that, it can actually cause a flashback. Nightmares, we kind of discussed that. That's very, very prevalent. They wake up in a cold sweat. They might wake up screaming. They sit up startled in the bed. Any of those can definitely cause stress. Severe anxiety, where they're not able to do their daily chores, maybe even if they're at home, or if they're working or a job or whatever. If they're in the armed forces, but they're not able to meet those goals of every day, they're so stressed out. And uncontrollable thoughts about the event. Over and over, they are just consumed with that incident or accident, whatever it might have caused it. And after a while, these symptoms get worse, and that's when you need to seek out and get treatment.
Absolutely. And so I was just looking on there, you know, sometimes the symptoms can get better, but it's going to take some help.
It's going to take some help. It definitely does.
Right.
They might get a little better. Sometimes they say time heals all wounds. Well, not completely.
Right.
And so when you're getting to that point of struggling every day, struggling every night, perhaps with those nightmares and with those flashbacks, day or night, then you need to seek out help, and Beacon is there to help you.
All right, and how can people get in touch with y'all?
318-589-8397 is my phone number for the outpatient in the office. Miss Martha Powell's number is on the screen as well for inpatient, or you can just call me and I can get you up to Martha. We work together as a team, our inpatient and outpatient. One phone call does it all.
Right, just make that phone call and you can make a pretty big change with the one call.
You can, and we're going to give you some coping skills to get through that PTSD, I promise you.
Absolutely. Miss BJ, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Joanna.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. You bet.
And we'll be back right after this break.